Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this episode we are going to be speaking about why it is that you see spirits sometimes in various different forms, whether that be they may be decapitated in terms of they may have lost their head in this life. You may see spirits with missing limbs. And what relevance does that hold to you? Where is the intelligence in that? So if you have seen a spirit before, smash that like button. And if you haven't seen a spirit before, don't forget to, subscribe to the channel and you are going to learn all about it. Before we get into this video, I would just like to say to each and every one of you who have found this video, you found it for a reason. Also, I know that 70% of the audience who watch my videos are not subscribed. So, remember, if you do enjoy this content, to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. We've got lots planned and we've got lots going on. So, like I just said at the beginning of this video, what do I mean by seeing spirits in their full form and with some of the defects that they may have had during their humanistic life? One thing that each and every one of you will be fully aware of, it doesn't matter where you go in the world, there's always a grey lady, there's always a headless horseman, there's always the soldier that wanders at night. Now, fun fact, the spirit world don't wander, they do not roam. They work on an intrigue principle. Therefore, there is always an intelligence to any communication with the spirit world. Now, this video was prompted by one of the viewers' questions, and I can't remember what it was word for word, so I am going to pin you in this video, so I hope you don't mind that, and I am going to be showing you now what the question was. However, in a nutshell, the question was, why is it that the spirit world come forward sometimes and they are headless? Or, they are bringing some form of evidence from their previous life to show each and every one of you what's the intelligence behind it. Each and every one of you, if you are long-time viewers of this channel, will be fully aware that the spirit world are intelligent beings. If you are somebody who is new, who's just stumbled across this video, please understand that the spirit world are far beyond your human comprehension. There is no trapped souls. There is no spirits who wander aimlessly. It's a man-made concept that, and whilst yes, it sounds, it's one of those things where human beings as a species, we like to elaborate things. We like to massage our own egos. And by us thinking that the spirit world are less intelligent than ourselves, then that gives us a little bit of a confidence boost, stupid spirits, we're the human beings, we're the ones. Please understand, you couldn't be far further from the truth in that analogy. The spirit world are vast and superior to our human minds. Whilst we go through this human existence, the thing is that you have to understand is a lot of the times, the spirit world will only work on intrigue. Not in all cases. But if each and every one of you stop now and take a second and think about what it is about the spirit world that makes you interested, I guarantee each and every one of you are going to say in the comments, let me know in the comments, intrigue. You want to know more. You want to know why they are there. The humanistic part of your mind wants you to be able to understand it. This is why sometimes you will go to locations, and this may be a historical location. Let's just say a battleground. Each and every one of you, even if you aren't empathically in tune or you don't believe in spirits, you are going to go to that location and you are going to, if you didn't even know it was a battleground, you are going to start sensation. You are going to start picking up on these different vibrations and sensations. Whether you are empathically in tune or not, this is not something you can control. You will start to pick up on sorrow. You will start to pick up on the dread, the anguish. For those of you who say, oh no, I go to these places all the time and I feel nothing. That's because you are telling yourself to feel nothing. You are convincing yourself that you aren't feeling anything. But if you have an open mind and you walk into any one of these locations, there is no possible way on this planet that you can't feel something. When you go to a location like this, and for example, you are looking for spirit, this not only takes it up a gear, this then means to the spirit world, it's a green light. They are going to show you everything that they want you to see in those moments. For example, like we said at the beginning of this video, you're going to have the grey lady. Everywhere you go in the United Kingdom or around the world, it's going to be a grey lady who you see looking down from the top window of a building. You are going to see the headless horseman who roams around the courtyard looking for his mistress or somebody. Yes, these stories play to mankind's notions and theories because it's the intrigue, but how true is this? The spirit world will come through to you and they will reveal themselves, and you may have a headless horseman, you may have the grey lady. But is it because they lack the intelligence or the notion to be able to move on to the spirit world? No. They are playing upon your wants, needs, and desires. You want to see a spirit, then spirit are going to help you to see that. You want there to be a grey lady at the top of the window staring down at you and your teams or you and your friends, then the spirit world are going to come through. Not in every instance, but they're going to do their damned best to help you understand that there is an afterlife. At the end of the day, that is the meaning to each and everything that the spirit world do. It is to prove without any doubt that they are there. Now, when you go to a psychic medium like myself who has a good understanding, we can prove to you, you can be I've turned full of skeptics into full-time believers. And this is what you can do with a good understanding. You can help mankind to understand that life goes on. This isn't it. This is far from beyond it. This is the playground. We are here living out this experience. Then we come back and do it again. So I hope you understand now the concept behind why these spirits will come forward. It is for the intrigue. Yes, you may see a headless horseman. Yeah, and for those of you who see it, oh, well, I've never seen that before. This is just being using as of examples. Some of these locations are going to have sighting reports where you can't trust everything you hear or read. Sometimes you've got to see for yourself. Seeing is believing. But when you go to, for example, let's just take, let's put a little bit of an example out there. You go to a castle. This castle, you walk up to the castle grounds, and before you get there, you are greeted by your tour guide who has told you that the Grey Lady resides within these grounds, and you often find her in her chambers. Straight away now you are thinking of a Grey Lady. The power of suggestion has been planted into the forefront of your mind, and now you are coming into this location with the preempt notion that you are going to see a Grey Lady. You are going to start manifesting this, and you are going to hear a sound, you are going to hear a movement upstairs, and straight away, before you know it, you've already made these connections and dots, and it's the Grey Lady. One of the things you've got to be very conscious and aware of is you don't allow people to taint your own mind. You have to go into any location not expecting to see anything, not caring about what the people before you have seen. Remember, this is your life and this is your personal journey. For what somebody else has seen, you are going to definitely see something different. You may have some similarities, but the spirit world are going to treat each and every person differently. The reason being is you are at different levels of your spiritual development. You are at different levels, so they know when somebody is going to be scared and when somebody is not going to be scared. Vice versa. When somebody wants to be scared, i.e. you want to experience it and you want a scary thing to happen, then they know them sorts of people. There are people who don't want to be scared, but they want to sense their loved ones, then they also know that. Believe me when I say this, the spirit world are far from stupid. Mankind, believe it or not, are the ones through their own ego believe the spirit world to be stupid. A lot of you may be asking, well, what's the intelligence? You tell us all the time, Jordan, that the spirit world is intelligence. And what is intelligent about them coming through in, with some defects, i.e. headless, i.e. missing limbs? It is telling their story. It is giving you an insight into the person that they were as a soul living out this experience. When the soul returns back to energy, this is the only thing you retain. Some of the parts of the person that you once were. Now, this is evidence. If you go to a Roman fort, you aren't going to see anything but, in those moments, Romans walking around. You may see something era specific, or you may see, spirits coming forward who want to show you that they were there. But 99.9% of the times, you are going to see Romans. You are going to see something that is specific to the history of the grounds. Remember that. Specific to the history of the grounds. So whilst it may be a Roman Colosseum and you spot Romans, you may see other spirits there if they want to present themselves as part of your evidence, if they want you to know that they were there as well. It's like I went into the castle keep in Newcastle upon Tyne, and I captured a monk following us round, and I said, stop being creepy, come on camera. 2 seconds later, I kid you not, we caught the full apparition of the monk. And this is something I didn't even realise there would be a monk there. And this is what I'm saying. Sometimes you will go to different locations and you will assume you know what energy is going to be there. But then you get there, and then all of a sudden, other energy starts coming forward, and other souls want to tell their story, and they want to tell you about it. It's fascinating. It's a wonderful world to be part of. If you can overcome the fear because from mankind's notions and theories, then it's a wonderful energy to be part of. The problem is there is lots of different misunderstandings that implant fear in the forefront of people's minds because of lack of understandings, which is what we're here to eradicate from the face of this earth. So I hope that you enjoyed that video. I hope that you don't mind the individual who rose this question, and I thought it would be something that would be good to have its own unique video too, because there's going to be a lot of people wondering what's the intelligence behind a spirit who's headless. It's that spirit. It's a representation of the spirit shown a life lived, basically showing you through evidence this is the place they were, this is the place that they died. They're not trapped there, they're not confined to those grounds. They will simply just come through for your understanding, benefit, and for your evidence. So anyway, I'm going to leave you all on that one. If you did like this video, remember to smash it a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you did like this video, be sure to check out the videos that are going to be pinned to the left or right of this video. And until the next time, bye bye for now, everyone.